Hello everybody, my name is Sasha and today I'm going to tell you about how living abroad and participating in exchange programs helps in your future career. First of all, when you go to study abroad, you meet lots of professionals from your sphere, and it's a tremendous opportunity to ask anything you've been interested about and anything you're passionate with. So for me, participation in the MEGA program actually leads to their better understanding of what I even want to do in my future life, in my future career, because after meetings with all of the professionals, you just kind of get the full understanding of how the sphere, media sphere, working, what you need to expect to maybe kind of find out some stuff which you didn't know before, and that helps a lot to think critically, to kind of not only be in your own space with your own opinion, but also accept other point of view, other angles. And I think of that for journalists it's the main thing which you can ever learn. As concerns details about work, I believe that it's nice to have different opinions from all sides. For example, when you live just in your own country, you don't have fully the access to talk or to communicate with the foreign professionals, so you don't know to what point you need to reach and to raise, and because of course it's not a secret to anybody that America, because of its media, of its movie industry, it's a bit further than Russia. So from that point of view, that was interesting to kind of see to where we should go, what other steps we need to underline for ourselves and to accept for ourselves and apply in our future work. So the second thing which definitely changed your life after participation in exchange programs or in living abroad, it's a motivation. As concerns myself, I always knew that I can do something, if I will at least kind of act actively. But it's changing a lot when you go abroad and when you see that you actually can do that. So just the idea of that or thinking of that, it does not help you to fully believe in yourself until you're at the point you wanted to be before. So for me, participation in all exchange programs, it's a big step, kind of forward to the future. It means a lot. And when I got into MEGA program, I was so happy and I couldn't believe myself. I mean, we're still in America, 21 days passed, and I still have this feeling that, my gosh, it can't be real. When you live abroad, when you study abroad, it's motivating you because you also see the different life. You also kind of see what way you want to choose for yourself in your future life. Maybe in what country you want to live, because I didn't know, some details about American life, American system of living, and when I came here and started to talk to people, I found out that maybe it's not, kind of my top countries in which I wanted to live. Of course, it's cool, it's nice. I like America so much, and I have lots of positive, emotions about that. But still, I'm considering it. Yeah, and also when I lived in Finland before, when I studied for 1 year there, it was a tremendous way to also get the clear idea of how Finnish people, Finnish media working. And at this point, I can compare all of these three countries and kind of take the best, tools, the best skills out of this learning, out of this exchange programs and living abroad, and like use them in my own life right now. Nonetheless, that when you're traveling or living abroad, it helps to meet like new people. For example, when we did a report in the farmers market in Burlington, I interviewed one of their like customers there, and after I shut down the camera, it turns out that he was working in Los Angeles in their Jimmy Kimmel show, and I was just like, what? Are you serious? So, and we talked a bit, and I told him that I'm also studying to be a producer of film and television, so that this like extremely interesting for me, this industry, and we exchanged the contacts. So, and like we're planning to meet in New York when we will be there with our mega program there. So, and I just hope that, out of this meeting, that I will also kind of get, some new information which I can as well apply, and use in my own career. Of course, living abroad is good for your portfolio. Like when you will go to like some company afterwards and you will kind of try to get employed, it would be the huge plus that you already like kind of studied somewhere else, that it's not only local, like not only local companies, not only local production, but also that you can kind of contribute with your own knowledges to the growth of this particular company. The next thing which I noticed in myself that, and probably which I already mentioned a bit, that it's expanding your kind of critical thinking and it's developing you as a person. Because like when you're in your comfortable zone at home, it feels just nice. You don't need to do anything, and you don't need to do any additional effort to be the better version of yourself, to be around the people. So you're in your own space, and that's okay. When you're going abroad, like to study or to live, you anyway need to be around new people. You need to communicate with them. You need to learn how to be that easygoing person, because it's important when you're in different country, not to feel lonely, not to just waste your time, because the most amazing thing which you can bring from like traveling or like living or studying, it's the people. So it's this contacts, and to be able to make them, you like kind of need to know how to communicate with people, because for me as Russian, it was really hard from the beginning to kind of just have this small talk. In America it's very popular to have this small talk about nothing, so just like, oh, how are you doing, like, oh, that's cool, let's discuss fastly some painting or stuff. And it doesn't mean it can be not very deep, but still it's an ability to kind of introduce some other person fastly, so that he would be or she would be interested in you. So and that kind of maybe that it will help to make more kind of connection or to become friends in the future. So that's important. I already kind of try to develop it in myself beforehand, but here it just became stronger, this skill and this ability of talking. And it's not only about these skills, so there are many of them. It's also patience, because when you're studying kind of some program, you're also surrounding by many people, and it's an ability to work in group, to hear what other people saying, to kind of be equal with their own opinion. So and lots of other skills too. For example, not to sleep a lot, because when you're, for example, as we are now an exchange students in mega program, we don't have so much time to sleep, since our days are super busy and we need to be in time everywhere, and we also want to explore America, to walk in the night or in the evening after we had our studying and some cultural programs. So we also want to discover it for ourselves, and of course there is not enough time for that sometimes, but yeah, you also need to kind of learn how to balance these things, so that you will still be very productive, but at the same time that you will have enough time for your own deals. Living abroad and studying abroad makes you questioning your own judgments. That surprised me a lot, and I actually find out about this thing that I have, that I start to questioning my own judgments just yesterday. We've been in the museum, and we had a lecture with amazing woman, and she was kind of a bit aggressive in American way, so probably in Russia we're not communicating or talking like that, or we would not just straight to your face say that, oh, you're not right, or what about this, or what about that. So but it was cool because for journalists it's also an ability and skill which you need to kind of use. So, and we had a little conversation with her about something, and I knew that she was right, and she was trying to prove that I'm wrong. And inside myself, I hate when people try to tell me that I'm not right, even though that I know myself that I need to maybe change my point of view. But yesterday, I noticed myself that I started to questioning my own judgments. I really started to consider that, yes, she's right. I need to accept it. Maybe I felt anxious. Maybe I felt a bit mad at her, but still, I accept it. I accept her point of view, and that was a big step. I mean, it felt so nice inside that now I'm able to do that. And I think if I would be, just in regular atmosphere with regular kind of people, with our national professionals, it wouldn't feel so important for me. Maybe it sounds a bit weird, but it is how it is. You really start to reconsider everything you knew about that before. For example, I forgot to say about that in my previous video about first impression of America, but before I came to America, it's associated only, with some Hollywood, burgers, I don't know, French fries, and that kind of stuff. But I've never heard about their museums, that, they have amazing museums, that the art here is so nice and great and stuff. And my first first museum which shocked me was in Boston. It was Isabella Stewart Garden. It was so beautiful that I was shocked and amazed at the same time that how it is possible, I didn't hear before that, in America you can see such beautiful things. And it's in my top list. I mean, I'm still in the way to explore the world, but it's in my second place after Sagrada Familia of the beautiness, how beautiful it was. All experience helps me, and will help me in the future to be a better professional, to be a better person than I am now. And it also helped me to understand to which way my life should lead, and maybe in what country I want to do my master degree, and maybe where I want to work in the future, and how we can cooperate, with Americans and with American production to help also to develop and grow our production in Russia. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that this information was useful for you, and that now you definitely also want to go to study abroad. See you soon. Bye.